Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 28 of the Goalkeeper Career Mode, and it's Champions League time. And I promised to bring you this Roma game, and as you've probably already worked out, we are actually already guaranteed qualification. But the idea is, when we played Roma last time, they gave us a really good game, and as well, if they beat us, they can qualify top. They'd have to beat us probably by what a good few goals to actually go top, but it's still possible. So I thought I'd still bring you the game, and then that will take us quite nicely into the next round draw, etc., things like that. So we still want to win the game because if we win the group, then chances are we'll get a nicer draw than we would if we finish second. So it's Roma today. Let's get right on into it. Here we go, Champions League time, final group stage game. It's Roma versus Manchester City at the Stadio Olimpico. Starting lineups, here's Roma's. It's Liverpool's new man, Alisson, in goal for Roma, the £70 million man. Kolarov, Manolas, Fazio, and Karsdorp across the back. De Rossi, Nangolan, Gonalons, Malcolm, Perotti, and Schick up top on his own. He caused us a lot of problems last time out. And Manchester City line up the main man, Sean Measures in between the sticks. Fullbacks of Walker and Rodriguez. Company Otamendi, the centre-half pair, and Fernandinho holding midfield. De Bruyne and Gundogan pushing on a little bit from him. Lamar and Sterling out wide with the lone striker, Sergio Aguero. Gonalons passes one to Schick. Into De Rossi. He's beaten his man. He's twisted left and right. My footwork went all funny. And 2 minutes into the game, Roma are 1-0 up. And even though we are through, we really don't want to finish second in this group. Great start from Roma. They gave us a hell of a game last time, and it looks like they're going to give us a good game this time. Really disappointing. Terrible defending, to be fair. Absolutely terrible. But that little shimmy there, I thought he was going to go far post. I got my feet all wrong. Took one step to the left and made it very, very easy for him. 1-0 Roma, 2 minutes gone. Fazio into Gonalons. De Rossi, the goal scorer, spreads one out to the fullback. Finds Malcolm. Roma playing some really good stuff here. Fazio, the ex-Tottenham man. De Rossi finds the striker, and I really thought that was going to be 2-0, but just stood up to that, and the striker made the wrong decision. Roma proving really difficult to break down at the moment. Thomas Lemar, has he got runners? He's got Rodriguez inside to De Bruyne. This is a little bit more like it. Aguero plays 1-2 with Lemar. Aguero gets the ball in. Sterling comes up with a header and flashes one just wide of the far post. Not very good defending, but it's a chance for Manchester City nevertheless. De Bruyne with the ball in deep. Finds its way to Aguero. And it's stolen, and Gonalons has got the ball. He's played Schick through. Schick is in. I don't believe it. Oh, his footwork nearly tricked me. Done exactly the same again and took a step left because I thought he was going to be that side of the defender, but he nicked that other side, and he probably should have scored, to be fair. Another bit of poor goalkeeping, but Manchester City managed to keep it at 1-0 for now. Rossi gets it back, finds Nangolan. And they're just finding space really, really easily here. I mean, I don't know if it's formation that's creating all this time and space for them, but cross comes in, and that's an easy claim for the goalkeeper. Still maybe a chance on here for Man City. De Bruyne finds the feet of Gundogan, tackled easily though. Into the feet of Schick, who finds the run of Malcolm. Malcolm's in, he shoots, and that's easy for us. 45 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes injury time. I don't think there's going to be any more goals in this half. Certainly not from Manchester City anyway. Roma pumped the ball forward. Good defending from Vincent Kompany. And Gundogan brings it away. There can't be time for another chance in this half, surely. But it's been a poor half. Roma have, even though attacking-wise, they've only really created sort of a couple of chances. We've created a couple as well. But they've just been so hard to break down. As soon as we come forward, as soon as we hit the halfway line, you can just see that we stop almost. They're cutting off all channels, all passes, and they're playing really, really well. I'm really impressed with Roma so far. Throw in for Roma. Malcolm to take. Finds the fullback, Karsdorp. Malcolm into. Ooh, that was a bit fortunate. Little deflection there. De Bruyne. Gundogan into Aguero. He'll go back to Gundogan. He tries to play Raheem Sterling, but we are second best in every single department today. Sterling wins the ball back well. Gets down this right-hand side. He hasn't got many tool options in there, but he goes far post to Lamar. Lamar headers down. Aguero! And Aguero finds the finish. It's gone completely against the run of play. Roma have been excellent. They've been organised, strong, quick. They've been cutting everything out. But we done enough to create the chance there. Little bit of lax defending from Roma. The nod down from Lamar. And Sergio Aguero with the big finish. And a 1-1 here would be a perfect result for us here. We don't necessarily need to win the game. It'd be nice to win the game, but just a point here keeps us top, makes us win the group. And you see Raheem Sterling down this right-hand side, a big, deep cross. It's headed down by Lamar, and Sergio Aguero adjusts his body well and gets his left foot on it and just hits it down into the ground. Keeper, not a great deal of chance. Roma 1, Manchester City 1. Throw in for Roma. He goes long and finds Strootman, the substitute. Twisting and turning on the edge, it's Pellegrini. He finds Nangolan, shoots, and luckily it wasn't the best shot in the world. Kevin De Bruyne into the feet of Aguero. De Bruyne gets it back, and we're still struggling in that bit of the park. Can't keep any possession whatsoever. We're having a little bit more luck out wide, but not too much more luck, to be fair. And now it's Roma that come forward. Karsdorp into Malcolm. Puts one into the middle of the park. It goes through everyone, but finds its way to Perotti on this left-hand side. Cuts inside well. He's beat everyone. He's put the cross in. Pellegrini's there, and that was a really dangerous run from the left midfielder there. Really dangerous. No one dealt with him, and probably not the best throw out from me. Now Pellegrini gets a chance to get the ball in the box. Walker heads clear. Corner for Roma. 5 minutes left on the clock. Corner comes in. Fernandinho heads it clear. Only as far as Fazio. But Aguero wins the ball back. He's got very little support, but he does manage to find Bernardo. And Roma win the ball back. They're very back and forth with possession here. Defrel, the substitute, into Malcolm, twists and turns. Defrel, oh, he's beaten his man. I don't believe it. My footwork again. My footwork has let us down again. And in the 87th minute, Pellegrini has probably got the winning goal of the game. Never thought in a million years that would get through to him there. I think it was Vincent Kompany. I really thought he was going to clear that up. Oh, there, that tackle in there. And I just took a step to the left. Don't really know why I did it. I should have been out at his feet quicker. Not good enough. And looks like we're going to lose this game in Roma. They have been brilliant. They have been the better side. But still, we shouldn't be losing this game. Last minute substitution for Manchester City. Gabriel Jesus comes on for Aguero. Aguero hasn't done a lot. He got the goal, but in all the link-up play, he hasn't really been good enough. So can Man City make anything happen in this last couple of minutes? We're in the 89th minute at the moment. Otamendi plays a ball down this right-hand side to Bernardo Silva. It beats his man. Jesus is there. Jesus just muscled off that ball. And 3 minutes injury time. It's really not looking good for us creating chances. I think Roma are going to keep hold of the ball here. And Defrel, the substitute, down this left-hand side, beats Walker extremely easily, gets the cross in. Rodriguez heads behind, and that's going to be a Roma corner. Corner to come in. It does come in. Gundogan away, just about, into Strootman, into Malcolm. Perotti gets the cross in. Kompany heads clear. Nangolan shoots. And we're going to come out for this. And there we go. Game is done. We lose the game. Really disappointing. My footwork let me down on both goals. Just a little bit panicky trying to preempt where they were going. And went the wrong way and essentially made the strikers mind up for them each time. But Pellegrini, he had one hell of a game. And to be fair, so did most of the Roma players. But the final score, Roma 2, Manchester City 1. There we go. Match rating after the game. We played an 8.0. We conceded 2 goals. We caught 8 shots. We caught a cross. 77% passing. We didn't have a terrible game. I think we just made a couple of silly little mistakes that led to their goals, and we couldn't break them down. We couldn't get any decent amount of possession in that final third, unlike Roma, and they were just knocking it around us. To be fair, so a really good performance from them, and not a great performance from Manchester City at all. Okay, so after that game, you can see how that's affected Group D, and that means that we drop down to second. We have qualified, obviously. Leon only got a draw against Anderlecht, so they couldn't push Roma, but Roma beat us anyway, so Leon could never have caught either of us. So we finished second, and let's have a little look to see where we are in the round of 16. Okay, round of 16, and as you can see in the bottom right there, Manchester City have been drawn against Bayern Munich. That is as tough a draw as we could have hoped to get in this round of 16 tie. Roma drew Chelsea, so even winning the group didn't really give them too much of an easier game either. But I mean, there's easier games. Trabzonspor are there, Everton, Tottenham. Leverkusen, maybe Monaco, but that is a very, very strong round of 16 for the Champions League, and we'll do very, very well to get through this Bayern Munich game. Okay, so I know it's a weird way to do it, but let's have a little catch up to see where we finished. So we drew 0-0 in the last game against Arsenal before we played. We beat Lyon 3-0 in the Champions League. We beat Watford 3-0 in the Premier League, and we beat Stoke 3-0 in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. We then played Leicester and drew 0-0, and then obviously we just played Roma and we lost 2-1. So in terms of the Bayern Munich game, that is not going to be until sort of late February. So we haven't got to worry about that now, but that is something that's coming. So in terms of the next episode, I think I'm going to play the Sheffield Wednesday and Burnley game off camera, and then probably bring you the Manchester United at home game and the Chelsea away game. The Manchester United game being extremely, extremely important. They're a bit of local pride, big derby for us, and 3 points definitely needed. So let's have a little look at the Premier League table. And after 14 games, this is the table here. You can see we do sit top, only on goal difference. Liverpool keeping things very, very tight with us, and so are Southampton and Everton, funnily enough, pushing Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, and Chelsea a little bit further down the table. But yeah, that next game against Manchester United is going to be a huge game. So we're going to leave the episode there today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, please drop it a like. It helps the channel out immensely. And if you're new, subscribe, and I'll do my best to bring you daily football content, whether it's FIFA, Football Manager, and also other little things dropped in there, tiny little bit of PUBG, things like that here and there. If you want to keep up to date with the channel and me in general, in the description you'll see all of my social media stuff, all my Facebook, Twitter, etc. Follow me on there. I'll let you know when we're doing double upload days, when there's not going to be an upload, any kind of channel updates, or even when I'm streaming, things like that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next episode.